Sup friends, it's Cyra. If you want to see me make this beef stroganoff or just watch me struggle, keep on watching. Hey everybody, so a couple weeks ago I had made it a goal for myself to try 3 new recipes a week. Kind of learn how to cook. I never learned how to properly cook when I lived in the Philippines, and I never really went out of my way to actually learn how to cook anything more than like spaghetti. I got this recipe book, Magnolia Table by Joanna Gaines. I got it because of how, like, look how cute that looks, right? I never really opened it and actually looked through it until I went and started my bullet journal this year. It's really simple, actually a pretty good like beginner's book. I thought it'd be fun to see, you know, how I guess my whole cooking thing turns out, because Lord knows I can't even make instant ramen, right? So we're gonna do that today. The last couple times I've done the recipes on the book, I never really thought of the serving size, and it actually says it on every page. This one says makes 4 servings, and I don't need that much. So a lot of the times the extra food just goes to waste. I'll probably just make 2 servings today. I think it'll be a lot easier if I just get and gather all the stuff, put them all in a bowl, and go over that with you while we cook. And I'll put all like the ingredients and all that I use down in the description box, so that's just gonna be a whole list for you to see. I've never made beef stroganoff before. Probably, oh my gosh, I just realized I think when I turned around, but it's okay. It's self-love. We're gonna love all of the arm. Anyway, I think this is gonna be the most like fancy dinner I've ever made. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I found these really good dark chocolate chips by this brand called Lily's. Really excited to try that. So I'm gonna gather all the stuff and I'm gonna get back to you after. Okay, so you know how I said I'm gonna do half of the recipe? The beef that I got is actually what the recipe calls for. So I'm just gonna do what all that says in terms of ingredients and stuff, because I don't want to have to eyeball all the other stuff that came with it. Okay, so I gathered up all the ingredients. I'm gonna insert a picture here. Bring a large, okay, that's for the noodles. I'm probably gonna cook the noodles separately. Everyone knows how to cook pasta. I literally can make mac and cheese, so I think I can manage to do that in a different clip or later on. But we're gonna skip the pasta side. It says in a large bowl, combine the beef, 1 teaspoon of salt. So I have here both the beef, and this is the mixture of the 1 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of the flour. I am gonna use these plastic chopsticks to coat the meat with the flour and garlic powder and everything mixture. Here we go, I guess. Actually, I might have an easier time using tongs instead of chopsticks. So should I just dump it all in? No, maybe not. This would be really fun if I was drinking while doing this too. Maybe I should watch other videos while I do this, you know? It still looks meaty. I thought it was gonna look like it's covered in, maybe in my head, like batter. I'm just gonna dump that all in. It's been dumped, just like all of us here, you know? We've all been there. Yo, I don't know. What the heck? This doesn't look normal. Now that it looks like a meatball. We might have already screwed up. Combine the beef, blah blah blah, toss the coat lightly. In a large skillet, heat 2 tablespoons of butter and the oil to a sizzle. I'm probably gonna use this Dutch oven. I've been loving using this thing mostly because of look how cute it is. It's like a perfect blue. I'm gonna put that on medium high. Heat 2 tablespoons of butter. What is it? 2 tablespoons. Okay, so it says canola oil. We only have avocado or olive. Yeah. Avocado or olive oil, so I'm probably gonna do avocado oil. Just tablespoon it out. Oop. Then I cut up this butter. I'm gonna drop that in. Let that melt. I guess that might be easier to show you. Oil to sizzle over medium heat. Add the beef and sear on all sides, turning as needed until browned. Okay, so that probably is hot enough. It's kind of sizzling, and I'm gonna start putting the beef in. Oh, actually it is hot enough. I was gonna say, I saw it sizzle. This one kind of got brown. Probably is done, right? Right? That's kind of brown on one side. Oh my God, some of them didn't even separate from each other. Move the meat and set aside. So I'm gonna move the meat and set it aside. After this, I'm supposed to add the onions, mushrooms, and 2 tablespoons of butter. It smells so good already. So add the onions, mushrooms, remaining 2 tablespoons of butter. So I have the onions in there. Probably should use a spoon instead of this. I actually don't know if it melts it or not. Not really, did not think about that really. Rest of my 2 tablespoons of butter there. I wasn't sure if I needed to put the onions and the mushrooms together or the onions first and then the mushroom, but it doesn't really say. So I'm just gonna add the mushrooms too because that's what the book said. For the butter to melt, I don't know, but I'm just gonna. So it said to do that until it's nicely brown, 6 to 7 minutes. Sprinkle with the remaining 1 tablespoon of flour and stir to coat well. Wait, did it say to brown the mushroom until nicely browned? There you go. Yes! So we're at the onions, mushrooms, butter. Okay, not sure if this is good enough yet. Sprinkle with the remaining 1 tablespoon flour, stir and coat well. So that's to coat well. That looks pretty sticky. Add the broth and cream and bring to a boil. Here's the broth. I'm probably gonna try and like wash the sides to kind of get all of that. The cream. Is it Worcestershire or Worcestershire? Something like that. But anyway, it said I'm gonna need about ½ teaspoon of that. So I have that right here. So I'm supposed to reduce the heat after it boils, put the meat back to the pan, stir and cover and cook. Okay, that I can do. Okay, she's finally come to a boil. It said to just let simmer. It said put the beef in, right? Put the meat back in the pan. Wait, am I supposed to put the oil in there too? Oh crap. Okay, well, it's probably gonna be fine. Add both the cream, blah, blah, blah. I'm supposed to cover it, which I will do, and let it cook for 5 minutes. That was a lot. Oil in there too. That's what you do when you cook mac and cheese. Cover that baby. It said 1 tablespoon of chopped fresh parsley or chives. There she is. Here's some chopped parsley. So you guys, I am also looking for a cookie recipe. So there is this from All Recipes. There's one from Almond Joy that actually looks really good. Oh, Almond Joy, like the candy. That's with coconut, that makes sense. Okay, I might do this first one from All Recipes because it looks pretty dang good. Is it coating the back of the spoon? Kinda. So after that, I think you're supposed to add the cream cheese and sour cream, Worcestershire sauce. Start to combine, simmer for 1 minute, season with the remaining 1/2 teaspoon of salt and ½ a teaspoon of pepper. Okay, well I'm just gonna put it in. It's been 5 minutes, so I should just probably put in the ½ teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. One tiny drop. Stir and combine, simmer, and then add the remaining seasoning. So I'm just, okay, I think that's combined-ish. I can still see a little bit of chunks in there. Oh my goodness, it just looks yellow to you guys. Here is our beef stroganoff, almost done. It looks kind of yellow, not really sure it's from the lighting. Let me just say, Serve, place noodles on spoon, sprinkled with a parsley. Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave it at that. We're done. I'm gonna try that chocolate chip cookie recipe, and then I'm probably gonna show you that too. Probably not the baking part, but you know what I mean, jelly bean. All right, you guys, so I finished the beef stroganoff. The cookies are in the oven. I'm not really sure if they actually gonna turn out okay, because the dough was really crumbly. Ooh, let me see. But I'm gonna try the beef stroganoff actually in my little pink bowl from Target. I ended up doing like little bowl noodles. Yes, ma'am. That's pretty dang good. Okay. So I'm gonna give this recipe like a 500 thumbs up. If I had 5 thumbs, I'd give it 5 thumbs up. Pretty good. Okay, bye.